animals, almost all species of animals are polyamorous. So you don't find any species other than human that are monogamous, that have it in them to be monogamous, have this rule to be monogamous, and then I thought about that. I know where it came from is like when Moses came down, the Judeo-Christian values that were passed on from that began with Moses, maybe earlier, and then I realized it has some connection with polytheism. Because you see, during before Moses, the ancient times, the ancient Greeks, the ancient Romans, the Egyptians, they were polytheistic. So they had tons and tons of all these weird gods, all of them like their own superpower, god of love, god of all these different things. And the Hindus, oh my God, this endless these gods that they have, all of them their own unique sort of superpowers and things. And then so back then there was no thing like monogamy. Then the Romans, the Greeks, they were having orgies with all kinds of activity, who knows what, they would sit around swimming pools and play with each other, all the stuff, orgy. So then what happened was, I guess people were thinking, well, we can't have this. We have to, pull ourselves together and have a civilization. So Moses goes up the mountain and then does what he does, comes down with the tablets, 10 commandments, and no, thou shalt have no God besides me. So there's
actually more commandments than that.
Yeah, but the main idea of it is don't have any gods besides me. Don't have any, don't screw around. You only have no adultery, no lying. The basics of moral ethic of society. They programmed into the Torah, and then became the Bible, and then all the people started believing in that. So that was a way to control the masses. You see, you gotta behave yourself. So you can't have anarchy. You can't have anybody doing anything they want. Control people and make them all behave, make them not steal, make them all sexually, traditional. What do you call that? Not promiscuous, but the opposite of promiscuous is maybe kind of conservative sexually. So that we control everybody, and then so then that's it. And then the you can't just have any god you want. It's only one god. I mean, it's like monopoly. When a shop, there's only one. But imagine if there was only McDonald's when you're going shopping. So there would be monopoly. You don't want that, because then there would be no competition. That's basically what the Bible tells people. No other God before me. Thou shalt not worship any other God before me. Only one God. If anybody tells you anything else, they're the enemy. Don't you? And if you listen to them, you go to a bad place. You'll be punished forever and ever and ever. But if you do only come to me, and I'll make sure you go to a good place. You only have good experience. You see. So they programmed that into society back, starting 5,000 years ago, and then Jesus came and.
Then why do you pray?
It doesn't mean that praying is bad. What I'm saying is that the message of Jesus and Moses, the original message wasn't like that. They distorted the message of Jesus. They turned that source of truth to the people who handed it down to us and wrote it down. They weren't inspired by God. Maybe some of it was, but they were inspired by their own agenda. And then the Christians find it so hard to believe that. They say, oh, God wouldn't do that to me. I trust that my God wouldn't put a Bible in front of me that doesn't have, corrupt intentions, agendas in it. Everything in the Bible is the absolute truth, coming straight from God. The people who wrote it were inspired to write it. People who edited it were inspired to edit it, just perfectly so it's in front of me. So I won't have to think to myself or search for truth. And it's all written here, don't you ever. And it says in the Bible, don't rely on your own understanding, but listen to God. And so if it's not your own understanding, don't look in yourself for answers. Don't think for yourself. Look for what the Bible study leader is telling you, or the church leader is telling you, or the Pope is telling you. Which is what you won't want to tell a group, if you're running a cult or an oppressive country or something, which is right to control people. Tell them if you do bad thing, you go to hell. If you obey me, you go to heaven. If you do anything other than what I tell you, or believe anything other than you're the enemy, all these safeguards put in there. Don't think for yourself. Only listen to what I tell you. And all the society, all the people who believe in it, and then all the people who are just okay with it, they might not even believe it, that's the way things are. And so all these people out in the world walking around, they think they're free, but they're trapped in these jails made out of these beliefs that they read in the Bible. And it's not just the Bible. We went to the Hare Krishna the other day, and the guy was watering.
You're taking me home.
I am.
Oh. I thought that was your mom's house.
No, it isn't. So, at the Hare Krishna temple, the guys watering the plants outside the temple. And all of a sudden, I notice he's hiding. He's hiding from me. And then, is that social anxiety? What is that? And then I remembered, because I have background in the Hare Krishnas, I remembered how they think and what it was. They believe that it's the karma you have with people who keeps you stuck in this world, and they do work. He's watering the plants to work off his karma in order to be liberated when he dies. We would chant Hare Krishna when he dies, and he's worked off all this karma and go to heaven. And it won't happen if he talks to me and gets karma with me. You see, so he avoids talking to people. He doesn't eat meat, so he doesn't get karma. He does all these things that was written in the Bhagavad Gita. And then so you see everybody walking around has these stuff that's programmed into the psyche, and it's the general, the mandates of socially acceptable behavior. What's okay, what's not, and its roots coming. All of the scriptures, and all of the political, ideas, and they're all trapped in these beliefs that you, depending on what they're born into, or what someone knocks at the Jehovah's Witness knocks on that door, they believe him, have him in. Whatever it is, everybody has most people have a set of rules that they live by, that they believe in, depending on what the tradition it is, that they ended up believing in, and then just the general consensus of what society, what's normal, what isn't. People believe they have to grow up in age, they have to grow old, get sick, and die. Everybody believes it, and you dispute that, you have a problem in your head. Everybody wants to believe that. Everybody wants to believe you go to hell if you do bad. Everybody wants to believe, if you say I'm God, oh no, that can't be. They'll say God is in me, but no. This is how it is. She has to put up with this all the time. You get the gist what I'm saying? People believe this crap. That's what makes them behave like this. zombies driving around, walking around, obeying the rules, and then no.
Yeah.
So that's why polyamory is okay. That's one point I'm trying to make. It's polygamy, polyamory. That's why it's okay.
What's your excuse?
Excuse, all that thing is an excuse. I mean, either that, I'm gonna go to men's peg. Oh my God! I looked at another woman. Jesus, forgive me. So, right?
There's nothing wrong with picking another one.
And talking to them. Is that okay?
Yes.
Or fingering. Is that okay?